So I don't know about you guys, but I have a massive amount of washi. This is not even half the washi I have, because if I showed you half the washi I had, then you would think I'm an obsessive compulsive hoarder. Which is okay, but yeah, I needed to find a way to organize my washi in a way that was effective and it wasn't all just jumbled up someplace. So I came up with a solution that I thought would be really fun and really effective and that you could do, and it's actually pretty cheap to do, so welcome to my crazy world. I decided to use a container like this, which is in the fridge aisle of your basic Walmart's / Target. But I would recommend the smaller the lip, like in height, the better this is going to work. That way if you want to leave it in there so you can cut your tape out, it's going to be a little bit easier. But I decided to use this guy right here because I had it in my stash and I figured for now this is what I would use. But I might end up transferring it to a smaller, as far as height one, maybe one that goes right up to here later on. And if I do, I'll let you guys know so you can see why. But I'm sure you'll know what I mean once we start with putting it in there. And this is going to be really fun and easy DIY and very cheap. I went and picked up this tension rod at Target, and it's called an oval spring tension rod, and it's basically meant for curtains from what I understand, and they're pretty cheap. It was like $6 for 2 of them. And you're going to want a small one like this unless you want to have it like, I don't know, in a huge container, which doesn't seem very useful to me. And then you have the spring inside so that you can adjust it, and then this little screw right here is where you're going to lock it with a screwdriver, and you're going to choose where exactly you need it, so whatever side you want. And you could probably put 3 in this size container, even though this has handles right here, so I might have to put this one lower, so you could maybe put your smaller ones on the middle one if you needed to. But for this video, I'm only going to do 2 to show you guys how it works. So the rest of this is probably going to be slightly fast forwarded with some music, and I will see you in a sec. It's important that you find the right tension for the bar that you're using, because too little tension and it won't hold up with the washi on it, and too much tension and you can't get it inside the box. So make sure that you're just putting the perfect amount. I like it to be slightly tighter so that you kind of have to wiggle it in there just so that it holds it up well, because I don't want to have to remove this bar whenever I need to use my washi. This is really meant so that the washi can permanently just sit on that bar. So now I have it perfect and I'm ready to go with my next step. The next basic and easy step to this is adding a serrated edge. I actually pulled off a serrated edge from some aluminum boxes that I had used up the aluminum in, and they were perfect to add to this. And then I cut them in half and added some red liner, very sticky tape, which you can find at any of your local craft stores, and if I can find it online, I will have links in the description box below. And now I'm just going to add it to the sides of my box so that when I have my washi in there, they can just cut perfectly off of that. So like I said, you don't have to take the washi out of the box, because that's kind of the whole purpose of this, is I want to have my washi color coordinated, and I want to be able to leave it within the container, not to have to take the roll off every time. So it's really for convenience more than anything else. And as you're going to see, it sticks on there pretty well. You're going to need 2 different edges, so you're going to want to get it from 2 different boxes, and you could always just buy a box pretty cheaply if you don't have some lying around or left around. And it's a great way to add a serrated edge to any one of the containers that you choose. And I do recommend a smaller container than the one I used, but like I said, I had this in my stash. And as you can see now, I have the perfect serrated edge for cutting these off, and I have all my washi facing the same direction, that way that I can use the serrated edge as it's intended. So just keep that in mind when you're putting them on the roll. I'm super excited to use this with all my washi rolls that I have in my collection, and to just get them organized, because I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I thought this method was perfect because it's budget friendly, it's not very expensive, and if you already have containers in your craft room that you could use, you could probably do this. I do recommend that you use a smaller container than the one I'm using, where you just have 2 rolls. That way each roll can have its own serrated edge on each side, versus the third roll will probably just be hanging around there. But I was just using the container I had in my stash. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY and are able to put it to good use in your own craft area or office or little planner space. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure and give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave me comments and let me know if there's anything else you would like to see. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!